What's up, dudes? Okay, I just had an incredible meeting with the person that I was meeting with. I wish I could tell you guys about the meeting. Oh my goodness, bro. I just had like a huge emotional dump. Well, really, man, that was such dudes. If you ever want a very fulfilling job, become a life coach because oh my goodness. I honestly wish I could be a life coach for like pickup stuff because this is such a good thing for exploring ourselves, but it's a life coach for like regular things. So I can't even tell which way I'm fucking combing my hair, dudes. This shit. Okay, so all right, so anyway, where were we? For all the real ones that were here during the live stream, I'm probably gonna end up downloading both of these and just combining them into one and just re-uploading it as a. I don't know, maybe I won't, but I won't actually. I just decided I won't. I'm just gonna have two of the same ones, part one and part two, two of the same thumbnails. Okay, so we left off on the David D'Angelo talking about what it's like to be an attractive woman. And I mean, again, as I'm saying, he's sort of regurgitating this whole, I think, a very good reflection of what people on the lower level, how they view women and how they view their role in a pickup, which is what keeps you caught in these validation loops, right? It's that we view women as these cold objects that we have to turn on. And he's saying in the video, here, I'll start the video again and we'll start it again from the beginning. Okay. Okay. Let's fucking go to David fucking D here. Look at his ass now. This is what he fucking looks like now, dudes. How old is his video? This is 10 years ago, so he looks even fucking nerdier than this probably. Okay, but here's David D from his fucking DVD. Let me play the whole thing through and then I'll
The
comment.
eyes of an attractive woman. One of the things I've found most useful in my life is thinking about what it must be like to be the other person. So, what is it like to be an attractive woman? What's it like from her perspective? Let's go back into imagining things, okay? Close your eyes. Just think for a second. Imagine that you were an attractive woman. How often do you think that you're approached? Think about going through your life. You're waking up in the morning, you're getting ready, you're doing all those things to kind of enhance your attractiveness, make sure you're on. You go out into public about the things that you're doing, you go to your work, to the things you enjoy. How often are you just running into just various guys who might be interested in you in one way or another that are subtly or not so subtly approaching you? How often is that happening? What are some of the most common ways that guys are approaching you? And when I say common, what are the things that just happen over and over and over? The guys are not even conscious are common. Do most of the men that approach you directly, or do they do it indirectly? Are they trying to like sneak in by seeming like they're starting a casual conversation? After this has happened to you for a while, what is your assumption about any man that starts a conversation with you on an unconscious level? What do you just naturally assume is on their mind? Now, what you're doing here is an exercise that maybe the first time you've done it. Now that you've done this, fast forward 10 years and play that tape over and over and over, 365 days a year for 10 years. Now, how does it change? Now, after this has happened for 10 years, do you respect a man if he tries to hide the fact that he's trying to approach you and tries to be more subtle about it? Do you respect that? Or do you disrespect it? Are you more attracted to him or less? How does the fact that you're approached regularly by men affect your overall view of men? Okay, again, imagine 10 years of this. It's happening, let's just say, at least several times a day in a subtle or overt way. After 10 years of this, overall, what are some of the thoughts you start to have about men as a gender? Based on that 10 years of experience, what kind of an approach is almost guaranteed to fail with you? Guaranteed to fail. What kind of an approach is almost guaranteed to be different, interesting, engaging, attractive, energetic, spirited, chemistry-based conversation that has a very high likelihood of going on and leading to a date?
Okay, I'm going to play it back now and react to it. I want to say in
Is
general,
of an attract.
I hope you guys are picking up on how he's framing the girl. I just decided to delete the original stream. I'm just going to make this the only stream now. So anybody who wasn't live in the first stream, you missed it, but this is going to be the actual stream now. Okay, so the first thing that stands out to me, as I was saying before I played the video for you guys, is that he's framing the woman as the prize. Okay? He's saying that imagine you were this woman and all these guys are trying to get your attention. Okay? Trying to win you over. What opinions would you start having about these men? Notice that he left out, and this is a huge sign if you're heavy in the lower level, if you're like one of the beginner guys, if you're heavy in this lower level of validation seeking, you're going to be thinking sort of the way that he's framed this woman, where the woman is just this person that's receiving people that are trying to win her over. And she's in this position where she's trying to make a logical decision as far as like, these are the approaches I like that are going to get my attention. These approaches, I do not like the approaches, so they're not, might be attracted to you. And just like when we're attracted to a girl, she can almost do no wrong. Okay, as long as she's not like doing really stupid, distracting shit. If she's just being chill, then she's got us. She got us. We're gonna go all the way with her. It's the same thing for the girls. This is one of the things you need to start to notice, especially when you're. I know one of my questions when I was first learning how to pick up that just seemed like this impossible question to answer many years before I was able to get to a conclusion on it is how was the girl attracted to me? Like, how does it even work that how could she even be attracted to me? I thought like what he's just describing right here, where it's like, well, doesn't she not like me until I show her certain things and then she likes me? And this is also what guys like Myron or these red pill guys or these black pill guys, what they're saying is like, until you have certain things that she wants, then she'll be attracted to you. I highly disagree with it. I mean, I do agree. The one thing you do need to have that you need to like work on is the proper frame. Okay. This brings up, like I've said many times in the past, this shouldn't be called the game. This should be called the frame, because even if you do everything correctly, if your frame is off, even if you have a Tyler level game, mystery level game, if your frame is off, you're still not going to be able to run the interaction the way that it's supposed to go. Conversely, if your game is absolute fucking trash and you don't have any cool stories, you don't have any cool experiences, you're not the will auto correct. You will just do what is correct when you need to do it because your game will be correct. And even if you do the wrong thing, technically speaking, if your frame is right, the girl will excuse your mistakes. I'm sure you guys see it all the time where girls are with guys that, why the fuck is she with that guy? The guy is like the cheesiest fucking clown, but she just looks at this guy like he's the greatest thing that's ever happened. And it's like, it's because the frame was set correctly in the fucking beginning, okay? Unfortunately, what we saw in this video is that David D'Angelo is very much speaking from a position of a guy that is looking at, you need to have the right game, you need to have the right things, and once you have these things, then the girl will like you. He's not coming from a position like the girl is just gonna like you because you're just that guy. And what does it mean to be that guy? It means you just understand, you're just locked into what is actually happening between you and a woman when you guys are interacting, and you understand how she's attracted to you, how you're attracted to her, and what both of you are attracted when you're creating together. Because he's unaware of this, he's over here saying shit like, imagine you were her, you're going to pick the best approach. Even when he asked the question, let's get back to the fucking video. I'll react to it piece by piece.
Let's look through the eyes of an attractive woman. One of the things I've found most useful in my life is thinking about what it must be like to be the other person.
Okay, what it must be like to look in through the other person. What it must be like to see the world through the eyes of an attractive woman, okay? It's very important that he's taking out the man from the equation. He's completely focused on the women. This is very clear that he's making about what the woman wants. And because he's making it about what the woman wants and the woman's experience, he's going to look at it from like, this is another classic mistake that guys that are in this lower level of validation seeking make. Which, by the way, guys, when I tell you this thing, I was the biggest validation seeker of them all. I was literally stuck in this fucking loop for over a decade. Okay, it's taken me, dude. It's taken me over 50. If I started gaming in 2008, maybe even late 2007. Let's say it's 2008. That means, and I just broke out of this shit this fucking year. I was stuck in this shit for 17 fucking years. Even if you go back and read my posts that I'm posting now, where I'm writing my little articles about what I was going through in Europe, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I've been feeling drained lately. I've been having difficult dealing with rejection. That's what I was dealing in those posts. Becoming aware what the fuck is even wrong. I can tell that something is wrong, but I don't know what it is. This is what it was, because what I was going through in those posts is, this is why I felt the need to keep reassuring the reader that I know what I'm doing. Okay, you can tell, you can see a lot of the time that I'm in there. I know what I'm doing. I'm dialed in. Whatever the fuck, I'm attracting all these girls. Blah 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 blah. I'm having to do this constant reassurance. Like, listen, my game is good. Back then, if it's been 17 years now, back then I had 15 years of just like watching game and approaching, and went through a phase of approaching girls in different parts of the world. I even had a huge load up phase in the very beginning where I approached a lot of girls kind of. I popped my cherry, and then I got super immersed in just watching nonstop fucking pickup material, and I wasn't really doing any approaches. Like, I went through all the fucking phases, bro. And I'm at this point when I'm writing those articles in 2023 and 2024, where I'm 15, 16 years deep into the game. I'm going through this shit like, listen, look, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. My game is basically as good as it's going to get. And I'm still fucking getting like fatigued. I'm still feeling some type of anxiety. Really, what I was feeling is I was feeling a drain on my energy. I was exhausted from it. But at the same time, I still wanted to approach the girls. But for some reason, it was draining me. It was fucking exhausting and fatiguing me. And I was also combating and conflict. It was like, okay, I don't like that this is draining me. So I don't want to do it until I can figure out how to do it without it draining me. But at the same time, I want to talk to these girls, and the girls are coming up to me too, because it's in Madrid, it's in a big city, and it's like, it's the biggest party city in the world at the time when I was there, and it's just like, I have these girls coming at me, and I'm still feeling drained. I don't know it's even going on with me. This is the conclusion. This is why I'm so fucking hyped up every time I come on these fucking streams, because of all the fucking pain and drain it fucking caused me. And if I would have just known this one thing that I'm doing my best to communicate you guys to now, this is why I'm streaming every day. This is why I keep repeating myself over and over and over, because if you were watching my streams daily, number one, I appreciate that you've been here for all the streams. But number two, it's because I need you to fucking break through to you to save you from the motherfucking pain and drain that I fucking went through for the last 17 fucking years, bros. Even when my game got as tight as it could, I was still being exhausted and fatigued by it. You know what I mean? And it's fucking infuriating that my soul got sucked out of me like that. And I wish you not the same. I do not wish the same things for you guys, okay? So when you're reading my post, I hope you're reading my fucking community posts I've been putting up on my channel because I'm literally fucking verbalizing what the fuck I'm feeling and going through as I'm in at the peak of my game and still not feeling good enough. Still being validation seeking, still talking like fucking David D'Angelo here. We're saying, imagine being a fucking attractive woman. And I like to take on the perspective of other people. That's the fucking problem, is that we're viewing the game from what does the girl want. We're taking her perspective on fucking only. We're making her the most important thing in the pickup is the girl fucking accepting our advances. And it's like, no, no. She also is looking at us like, oh, this guy, I want to get this. I want this guy to like me. She also wants to be validated. But more than anything, fuck the validation, right? Because, like, what is the validation result in? Which we can get to this result without having to go through the validation. We just want to feel good. And we want to feel good with the opposite sex because they make us feel good and we just want to feel good with them. And we go through learning all these fucking strategies because we want to give them the best experience that we can. And then we know we're giving them the best experience that we can when they give us positive feedback and validation, and that reassures us that what we're doing is the correct thing. And then we're like, oh, how can I keep doing this and keep this going and keep receiving this positive feedback that I'm giving them a good experience? So it's coming from a fucking good place, okay? But it's not coming from a whole place because we're basing how we feel based on making the other person feel good. We're not paying attention to our fucking selves and what we need and what makes us feel good outside of the girl giving us validation, outside of the girls telling us we're strong and we got a big dick or whatever like that. You know what I mean? And it's this exact fucking perspective that David D'Angelo is communicating right here. I like to consider the other person. What is the life like for an attractive woman? Let's have sympathy for her. We want to give her the best experience because she has to deal with all these stupid men that don't know how to approach her. I do agree. Listen, I have compassion for them on that level too, but it's not my fucking job to save her from all these fucking idiots and simps and aggressive fucking groping motherfucking dudes. That's not my job. That's her responsibility. My only responsibility, our only responsibility, is to ensure that we understand what the correct frame is so we can drop this validation bullshit and save not only her, but also ourselves from getting fatigued in this constant fucking validation loop. Okay, let's continue.
So, what is it like to be an attractive woman? What's it like from her perspective? Let's go back into imagining things, okay? Close your eyes. Just think for a second. Imagine that you were an attractive woman. How often do you think that you're approached as an attractive woman?
Okay, again, pay attention. He is still keeping like, oh, let's feel sorry for her. How often do you think you get approached by a fucking if you're an attractive woman? What the fuck do I care? Okay, what the fuck do we care how often she's getting fucking approached? Does she give a fuck about how often we're getting approached? And it's not even like this bitter thing. She doesn't give a fuck about me, so I don't give a fuck about her. I'm saying, what the fuck does knowing this information help us in the frame? It does not, because if we take on this information as relevant, now we have to be like, oh, we have to make sure that we don't recreate this experience that she's having where she's having all these fucking idiots approach her. We have to make sure we don't come off like these idiots and give her a bad experience like these idiots are. Fuck that frame. Drop this fucking like trying to like care about her bad experience. We don't care about her bad experience. We care about the good experience that we can have with her. But again, David D is he's putting us in this frame where we're coming to save her. She's a damsel in distress. She's not a fucking damsel in distress, okay? Drop that fucking frame immediately. Yes, We're a protector and a provider, but we are not fucking saving her from fucking shit. And if she needs us to save her, she needs validation. And if she needs validation, she's fucking cooked, bros. Neither me nor her, neither us nor them can be caught in a fucking validation loop. So we must drop this frame that David is trying to set here entirely. Okay, let's keep going.
Think about going through your life. You're waking up in the morning, you're getting ready, you're doing all those things to kind of enhance your attractiveness, make sure you're on. You go out into public about the things that you're doing. You go to your
Okay, key thing here. Key thing he says about like you wake up and you're fucking putting up makeup on and shit. That's a good point that he makes there. But, or actually, guys, hold on. My fucking parents just got here and they're gonna walk in here because they're visiting and shit. I'll be back, guys.